So one of the things which we do is we always try and dig below the surface. I'll try and explain why, and hopefully we'll have enough time to actually try this. One of the issues is, in this new world environment, people find it difficult to get to the root cause of things. Most of us who were trained in the old world environment, we were brought up on the assumption that there were things called correct answers, and they lasted forever. Think about my horizontal lines. Which means we have what we call either-or thinking in our heads. Either-or thinking means Eddie says something, you agree. That's fine, we're both right. Eddie says something, you disagree. Now it gets very interesting. You're right, therefore Eddie must be wrong. Or Eddie's right, therefore you must be wrong. And heck, you're not wrong, therefore Eddie must be wrong. Are you with me? So when you go to a meeting and you sit around the table and there's a problem and everyone's putting forward their ideas, they say, oh, why can't we get these contracts? Somebody says, oh, well, it's because we're not getting the bids early enough. Somebody says, no, it's because we don't write them fast enough. Somebody says, no, because we haven't got the right legal structure. All three people think they've got the right answer. Is it possible that all three of them are correct? Is it also possible that all three of them are wrong? That's either-or thinking. And people leave after that meeting and do what? What they were going to do before. Because in their minds, I'm right, you're wrong. Yeah? Now what that means is it becomes really critical to always get below the surface. We call that and thinking. And there's a technique called gap analysis, which I'm going to demonstrate on the screen, just so that you can think about it. When you see a problem, never leap at it. Always dig deeper to try and understand. The technique involves other people, and usually what I do is I do it with post-its. I'll do it on the screen just so you get a feel. But we've got an issue like, I don't know, we're not closing enough deals, we haven't got enough support, maybe, I don't know, whatever it is, okay? That's what's known as a gap. A gap is a sentence which describes the difference between where you are and where you'd like to get to. The example I've got up here, which I'm going to walk you through, is one which I had with Cadbury Schweppes. John Sunderland was involved in a process where he told the city he was going to grow through good growth. And he told the city this, then he got back to the office and went, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? Okay? And as a result of that, I got involved in part of that process. And what they said was, Cadbury Schweppes, significant organization, very old, innovation not necessarily at the time at the forefront of what they were trying to do. In other words, our level of innovation is too low. Okay? Well, that's fine, but you can imagine, if people didn't understand, they'd go rushing off doing innovation creativity workshops. That's not the problem though, is it? Or is it? The problem which presents itself to you is rarely ever in the new world the real problem. Because remember, it will change faster than you can learn. So the first thing which is at the top of your mind is probably rubbish. You with me? Okay, so the question we ask ourselves is, and the way I did this in practice and the way you do it in practice is, you get everyone to agree on the gap, then you hand out post-its to everyone and you say, okay, let's just walk our way through it. If we don't fix it, what will happen? You get everyone to write down one sentence on what will happen if it's not fixed and slap it up there. In their case, what they came up with was that if it wasn't fixed, if it wasn't fixed, they'd have few products in the market, competitors would look better, sales would decline, profits would go down, and they'd get bought up. So you collect all the posts and put them up there. So now everyone knows it's a real problem. Got everyone's attention. Then we say, well, what happens if we fix it? And this is the positive bit, the vision bit you were talking about. What happens if we fix it? In their case, again, post-its round, capture them, up there. We'll have products people want to buy, customer sat will go up, we'll be diverted for day-to-day activities, revenues will go down, marketing budget will go down, profits will go down, but then they'll go up afterwards. You with me? Those aren't the interesting parts. The interesting part to me is, why not fixed yet? And you hand them out again, and this time people get thoughtful. I wish we had time to do it. You'll notice they get really thoughtful. And they came up with a whole bunch of things here, like hierarchy won't let you do anything which isn't your boss's. People don't know where to look for stimuli. There's no easy way of checking if an innovation is any good. Are you with me? We don't focus our efforts here. We focus them on these ones at the bottom here. That's where we'll make the difference. So the thinking of a leader in a fast-changing world is different from the leader who's building on their experience. Do you understand? Because you have to learn and you have to explore. And if you're not learning and exploring, chances are you're misleading people.